Alrighty, it is time for Battle City action, and in this one, it could be a long one. It's Odion going up against Seeker. And we know that Seeker likes to camp. We know that Odion's deck isn't built for, quick attacks or speed. It's a very tactical deck. So I think this one could go for a long time. It may actually be very tough for Odion to actually defeat Seeker, because I don't know how Odion is going to be able to attack fast enough to actually get over Seeker's drawing ability to get to Exodia. But we will see. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Anything can happen. Alright, we are underway, and Odion... Oh, he's drawn Needle Wall. It's a bit of a random card, but it could be quite useful. He's... Oh! Okay. Odion... I did put Raigeki in his deck to symbolize that lightning bolt that he got hit by in the anime. And also Marek slipped one into Joey's deck when Joey and Yugi had their duel, so it is a rare Hunter-esque card, so I thought, why not put the classic Raigeki in Odion's deck. He's activated Curse of Darkness as well, so if Seeker wants to play any of his magic cards to benefit his field, he'll have to pay 1,000 life points. If Odion can build up a big enough attack force, then use Raigeki, he might be able to knock Odion out. Alright, Needle Wall misses, and Odion has just thrown down Cobra Jar. And with the nature of Odion duels, I ended up reading all the comments from yesterday, but it's... Odion rolls and misses. I'm just looking for where I was up to. I'm actually going to filter. YouTube's comment filtering is... it's just awful. Alright. Both players just playing defensive. I'm actually filtering through comments now. I read a lot of the comments out, but I'm going to go back over starting from there will do. And alright, so Needle Wall would have hit one of Seeker's. Oh, it was Witch of the Black Forest as well. Since I was away for a couple of weeks, I did see a lot of new names coming up in the comments, so I'm going to call out the names of new and past subscribers just to say thanks as we're heading into this new year. And I'm just sort of picking a random spot. So we'll start from here. Lord Fury 18, just found this channel. I'm from Australia too. Hail from Northern Territory, subbed. Appreciate you, Lord Fury 18. It was a comment from nearly 2 weeks ago, but me being in Bunbury, I wasn't really able to get to all of them as well, but another fellow Australian. This one from Northern Territory. So in Northern Territory, the climate there is, in summer, it's extremely hot. In autumn, it's hot. In winter, it's literally still hot. In spring, it's still hot. And when summer comes back around again, it gets back to extremely hot. Winter temperatures, even in Northern Territory, depending how far north you are, but even in the centre of Australia, at night time it can get a bit cold, but during the day you will still get temperatures of like 25 degrees Celsius daily on winter. Like, it's very warm climate. This is another new name as well, Mint Coded. Said that was an absolute stomp. That was for the Becca and my match that happened a few weeks ago as well. It's another new name. Also, shout out to Katomi758, another long-time commenter, Moonwolfie as well. That's another new name as well, Pennycat7276. As we see a 6 and a 5 on the dice roll. Pennycat said it would be hard to follow Duelist Kingdom rules considering they changed every episode. Well, that is a good point. The Duelist Kingdom rulebook was pretty much... They really just made it up as they went. And this comment is from 12 days ago, but I said, I tried a series doing that and it just doesn't work. I did try a Duelist Kingdom Rules series using this game, but as soon as you draw those monsters that you need tributes, it just falls apart. Yes, Mystical Elf being able to transfer its attack power to an ally. It used to be able to do that, or it did that in one episode in the anime. And Pennycat says, I remember so much going down over Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules as a kid. Naturally, we assumed the show was accurate. Yeah, true that. A Duelist Kingdom rule set would be exactly that. People making up rules on the fly. I mean, it might make for a fun video if you had like 4 to 8 players who were in on it and willing to go full anime for laughs. The anime rulebook, yeah, it is quite an enigma in terms of how different it is to the actual rulebook. That's another new name as well. I don't recognize that. Plague 3038. You bringing up GX in this video makes me wonder, what would Rebecca play in the GX era? I reckon she would play a Lure Queen. I reckon she'd play White and Black Magician Pikeru. I reckon she'd play cards like that. They still sort of like go after life points, keeping to Becca's sort of strategies. I could see Becca playing Raging Flame Sprite as well. Those sorts of like weak fairy-looking cards that aren't always fairies, but sort of weak anime-looking cards in some way. But they just have brutal effects that if you don't stop them quick, they can... Oh, hang on. Odion may be going for it here. Oh, yep, here we go. Raigeki. And Seeker's field has just been wiped. And he's only got 4,500 points, so 15. Yes, Seeker does have enough. Oh, sorry, Odion. Odion does have enough here to wipe Seeker out. He may actually be getting the first win here, as Seeker doesn't have anything to counter with. Yep, Odion is going to pick up the first win. That's a bit of an upset, I would say. I would have thought Odion would have had a lot of trouble with Seeker. That Raigeki, though, that's how you play a Raigeki. You hold it and you wait for it, you use it, and then you wipe your opponent out in one turn. It's a good win from Odion. He goes up 1-0. Still got two to get through, though, and Seeker is still a tricky opponent. So, as we do, we'll swap the perspective around. The Dark Knight 307 says, people forget Rebecca held the same title as Kaiba, both were regional champ, Japan for Kaiba and America for Rebecca. So her level of skill would be comparable to his own. I still think Kaiba would beat her, but she would make him work for it. Joseph Garza V6C, that's a name I also don't recognize, said leg hole, LOL. It's probably the way I pronounce leg hole. Weevil's attack directly monster. What would it be pronounced? Would it be pronounced Lego or Leghul or Leghoul or something? I don't know. I say Leghole. And shout out to Amamiya Casual as well. That was on a comment hoping that my car fixes up nicely, which it did. The drive shaft is all fixed now. I did actually put a photo of it up. The entire shoulder of the boot is completely split and was basically just hanging in the joint. So that was what was causing all the rattling. And when I say rattling, I mean like it was loud. It was like getting, you know, like those cups you play Yahtzee or Liar's dice in. It was like getting that, but instead of putting like a plastic dice in there, put in stones and just shake it. It was just a horrible crunching rattle. Mega Shiva 1, it's a new one as well. Oh, newish. I think I might have seen that name before. Be careful in getting your car fixed. And we hope to see new videos after the first of the year. Mega Shiva, I'm guessing that Shiva, that could be a reference to Final Fantasy. Shiva is a god in folklore as well, I think. I'm probably wrong, but what I know Shiva from is the Final Fantasy series. Odion's got 2, Embodiment of Apophis. Shout out to Puma's DS as well, long-time commenter. JK2053, that's a newer name as well. Pokemaker6729 as well. Jedi Protector 216, that's a newer name that I've seen pop up as well. Jedi Protector, oh man. I haven't watched a new episode of Star Wars Skeleton Crew yet. I will have to do that later on. Or tomorrow, or whatever the time is. I don't know. Skeleton Crew. That's a... I don't mind the series, but it's very much aimed towards the younger Star Wars viewer. To put it like that. Rare Hunter Gaming 8689, shout out as well. SCH292, another long-time commenter. Attack on Yugioh 92. Rashidi NN as well, hope you're well, brother. Ron Jamin 1022. That username sounds like it could be a reggae song. Ron Jamin. Emperor Pikachu 2013. Waylon Hastings as well, another long-time commenter. Atada 1008. Keep your thoughts open for Atada as well, going through a lot of back issues, and about a $20,000 surgery is what's required to fix it. That's a lot of money. So, yeah, keeping my thoughts out to you, Atada. Hopefully that all works out, and you manage to be able to find a way to fix that back. The worst I've ever had with my back is a slipped disc, which healed on its own, and the amount of agony that caused, I can't even imagine. When you need to do back surgery on just what it does to you, it must be debilitating. Vince Lorino 4394. That's a newer sort of name as well. Marcus Wilbrand as well, another long-time commenter. Octavia Hirschberg. That is also another long-time commenter, all through last year as well. So it's good to see everyone back, and good to see that everyone's entered the new year, which... Despell. Okay, Seeker got rid of Temple of the Kings, which means that Odion won't be able to summon that mystical beast of Circuit. There goes Charcoal Impachi. That's a new name as well. Michael Pace 243. That was Michael saying that he's seen ghost stories. If you haven't seen Ghost Stories, oh my word, that is such a funny show, because the voice actors were just kind of given permission to improvise and just have fun with it. And it's like an abridged series, but it was actually the legitimate show. But it's just funny. I mean, everyone who watches seems to be around the 30s, late 20s, 30s, early 40s age group. So a lot of the references in Ghost Stories, you'll get them as well, because you need to have sort of gone through the early 2000s and the late 90s to sort of pick up on all the references. But it's a funny show. Really, really funny show. Vesh Toem 1429 as well. Another new commenter. That was for some anime suggestions. Moon Wolfie as well. Plague 3038 as well. And now I need to refilter the comments again. Seeker is still currently going. Oh, Odion goes on for an attack. Seeker's still got Soul Tiger. He's got Scapegoat there as well. And Seeker has activated Scapegoat. I was looking. There's another new name, Jared Miller. Actually, I think I've heard Jared Miller's name before, but yes, I remember that comment. That was for the Legacy of the Duelist and a Master Duel discussion, because I'm gonna have to try and get Master Duel played up a bit so I can duel with fans. It's be a very, very fun series. RJ Hardesty as well, 334. Shout out to you as well. Midnight DB as well, another long-time commenter. Oh, there's another newer name as well. Nebel Wanderer 4974. Michael Page 2507. Josh Southern 123. That's a newer sort of name. I've seen his name pop up a few times. Connor Chavez 7984 as well. Zach Nafine 6372. Card Player 21. Joe Lowe's 7893 as well. I used to like this game 2468, and that's about as far as the comments are scrolling. Oh, TS Cheeks as well, I recognise that name. Salmon Greenham as well. Chaos Marauder, that's another long-time commenter. And at A1465 as well, that's another newer name as well. Those are all commenters from around about that period of time where I was down south, down in Bunbury. Thanks everyone for leaving all the comments while I was away, because I did pre-record or sort of like pre-did that last week. I actually meant to be back like on the Thursday or the Friday of that week just before Christmas, but I ended up there like another 5 days. So there was about 12 days, I think, when no Yu-Gi-Oh stuff was uploaded, and that's like the longest I've ever gone without uploading Yu-Gi-Oh stuff since like May last year. As Odion activates T-Spell, gets rid of Supply Squad. Seeker with 2 Exodia pieces, but Odion unable to get through that 2200 defense. There's a DD trainer. And there is a new commenter, new name as well. I haven't seen this name before. Maximum Wesley says, LOL, wow, Jinzo was too shy to show up for us in the audience this time around. Such a shame. That was for the Joey and Esper Roba match. That was yesterday. Dude, that within, I think it was only 2 matches. I think Joey did it in straight sets. But we did not see a single Jinzo. And that includes like Jinzo 7 and all those other ones that were in Roba's deck. Jinzo was just non-existent in a duel where both players' ace monster is Jinzo, which is absolutely bizarre, but that's how it played. Alright, Seeker's got Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest on the field. Raigeki. Okay. Seeker's just lost his whole field. He had a Witch of the Black Forest and a Sangan. He'll pull 2 more Exodia pieces. It'll give him 4, but he's may have just run out of time because Odion 15 and 16 is 31, plus 6 is 37, 12 is 49, 59, and 65. 6,500 attack points is what Odion's got on the field. Seeker will not survive the attack. I tell you what, that Raigeki... Ugh, sorry, voice crack. That Raigeki, that has made all the difference in this match. And Seeker's done. He's got 4 Exodia pieces, but he is finished. Well, what a play from Odion. This match went quicker than I thought it would. And there it is. Odion and Seeker. Odion wins in straight sets. I did not think that I would be calling that. I would have thought that Seeker would have won in straight sets because Odion wouldn't be fast enough to beat him, but the Raigeki made all the difference. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. There is a Duke Devlin and a Rebecca match coming up as well, so stay tuned if keen. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks everybody for leaving all the comments as well, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.